guys, this is Martin from the 46 today with a redo review. Today's redo review, is on the Neca Player Select Assassin's Creed Altaïr. This video is a request from, wait a second, Rahul said hit Geek 41. He asked me actually a few times to do a redo on the Altaïr figure. And it was actually a good choice. Because if you saw my original review of the Altaïr figure, almost 2 years ago, I might add, I was on vacation. I was on vacation on my probably the best island of the world, in my personal preference. But getaway topic here. Yes, I did actually a review on this guy on vacation, and I was using my little brother's camera because my camera, I think I left home, or it was empty kind of stuff. So the quality wasn't as great. I was a little tired, I think, so I didn't talk as great as well. But now I'm going to do a redo on the Altaïr figure. Taking a look at Altaïr ibn Ahad. What a great figure. Seriously, what a great figure. It might be me, but I think still Altaïr is, for some reason, one of the best Assassin's Creed figures out there. Being the fact that Neca released several Ezio figures from Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, I don't know, this is actually one of my favorites, still one of my favorite Assassin's Creed figures in my collection. You know, this is also the only released Altaïr figure, and I think Neca did a great job. This figure came actually new in the stores when the first Assassin's Creed came out, which was in November 2007. That's a long time ago, and Neca actually released this figure, and Neca did a great job. Let's look at the paint and kind of stuff. The detail is really nice. You can also see sorts of wrinkles into his coat. No, not really his coat, but his clothes, kind of his kilt and kind of stuff. You can actually see all these little details. Right now, Neca actually made these kind of sort of things more separate. But being the fact that this is an older figure, it is actually a solid piece. So that isn't too bad. But just really nice. Well, there is a little paint issue somewhere going on and kind of stuff, but it is forgivable. Just all in all, really good. Especially on the holster of his sword. The sheath of his sword. Here we go. Just really nice. His vambrace where the hidden blade is looks really nice. His gloves. If my camera wants to focus, here we go. Just really cool. Taking a look at Altaïr, his face. Some people didn't like the face of Altaïr and how it's been, made. I'm one of these persons that actually does like the fact how Altaïr looks like this. He has just a little mustache on his face right there, and a little sick. If you look at good, you can actually see his little scar on his lips right there, same like Ezio. And I just also really like his skin tone. Just look at that, really nice. You can see his veins on his hand, just really nice. One thing that is a bit of a disappointment is the fact I actually removed his hands quite often, and some of the paint on his vambrace right here has chipped off. So that actually kind of sucks. Let's take a shot out in the back. You can see his big short, well, not really big, but his dagger or short sword on the back. Little pouches and kinds of stuff. Really cool. Just look at the detail. Really nice. In the way of Altaïr's his articulation, being the fact he is an older figure, he still has pretty much articulation. Altaïr right here has a bulge in his head. He has a bulge in his shoulder. You can move in and out, back and forth. You can bend the elbow, which is quite nice. And you can rotate the forearm or the elbow itself. There's a ball joint in the wrist. There is a ball joint in the waist or the stomach. The legs are a bit tricky, but you can move them back and forth just a slight bit. You can also bend the knee a slight bit. Also rotate the leg. You can move the feet up and down and move it side to side. So that's really nice articulation, if you ask me. That the figure so much excels. The accessories. He comes with abundance of accessories. Let's have a look. First of all, he came with not one, not two, but 4 individual removable throwing knives. If it wants to focus again, I'm sorry. Really cool little knives. They are of course the throwing knives from the very first Assassin's Creed. There isn't much detail, but you can actually see a little bit of detail on the knives. So that's really nice. So it's really cool to have Altaïr with removable little knives. That's first. Second accessory, he comes with, actually with this. The second accessory is the removable dagger. And if you ask me, this is probably one of the coolest, still one of the nicest daggers that you can get in Assassin's Creed. It's kind of a shame that you can't get this knife in Brotherhood Revelations or Assassin's Creed 2. But, of course, there are also other knives you can get if you play Ezio. But, however, this is probably one of the nicest daggers you can actually get in the game. Just love the way it looks. Kind of has this kind of Lord of the Rings elfish sword looking type of detail, which is very nice. Really like his hilt as well. Just a really nice looking dagger. Altaïr of course also came with his longsword. His longsword. And the sword of Altaïr, if you know me, it's one of my favorite swords of his. I love the way it looks. I just love the way how it's designed, and I don't know, there's just something about Altaïr's sword that I just really like. Especially the point right here, his hilt, and actually his hilt, yes. It's a bit weathered, and I just really like the look, how it's kind of resembles to an eagle. Just really nice. Just really cool. So that's the sword of Altaïr for you. Also, Altaïr came with a swappable hand. This is of course the hand that you actually can use for holding his weapons. The bad thing is, you know, when I made my stop motion a year back, I've often using his hands and kinds of stuff. I've actually put a lot of his weapons into his hand, and the bad thing is the fact that some of the paint has actually come off of his hand, so that's a bit of a shame. Here you have Altaïr holding his sword and his dagger. And last but not least, Altaïr of course has a retractable hidden blade. And I really like the fact that they actually, and it's a little safer to have a little system right here, like Altaïr right here. So that is great, I really do like that a lot. But Altaïr right here is a great solid figure. If you're an Altaïr fan, you definitely need to pick this figure up, because this is still the only released Altaïr figure in 7-inch format. And by the way, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, I highly suggest to pick this figure up. He's a great figure, he comes with a lot of accessories, and he's very fun to have in your collection. But that was again a tour review, or a redo review I should say, from March 2046. And I'll see you guys next time with another review.